inspiration, education, action. This is the Seeds to Success Show with Ben Godinez on Money 105.5.
Put the cheeseburger down. Stop eating double cheeseburgers and driving. You're not going to want to after you see this show. Welcome to the Seeds to Success Show. I am your host and Insurance 101 guy, Ben Godinez with Gateway Insurance Group. Take the if out of life and learn to live. We have an exciting show lined up for you guys as always. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are also on Facebook Live right now on the Seeds to Success page. So get online right now and check us out behind the scenes. I see a few people joining us right now. If you're watching this in post-production, by the way, you're watching this because of GVTH Productions. They're my film production company that splices together multiple different angles to make this look all pretty and, you know, make sure that we have good angles. Right, Gina? So make sure you subscribe to the Ben Godinez YouTube channel so you can watch this in post-production. And contact GVTH today for all your real estate and video marketing needs. Follow them on social media. Go view this home and give them a call at 916-207-2097. All right. What are we talking about today? We're talking about nutrition and fitness equals success. You cannot live a happy and fulfilled life if you're unhealthy. And that's why I brought on Guy and Gina today, who are experts in nutrition and fitness. So let me give them a little bit of a formal introduction before I have them speak. But Gina, I've known for many years, actually. She's a certified personal trainer in Elk Grove, and also Best of Elk Grove winner 3 times, okay? 2012, 14, and 15. And she has 8 different certifications, not to mention her bachelor's and a new mommy.
Yes.
So say hello, Gina.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Guy, retired Belgian Air Force colonel, grew up in Africa, lived in Belgium, NATO commander, and has spent the last 22 years of his retirement, essentially, educating people about nutrition and living a healthy lifestyle. So welcome to the show, Guy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, let me turn my Facebook Live video around so they can see everybody. Say hello there. Very good. All right. Well, hey, again, we're talking about fitness and nutrition, and it's absolutely essential if you guys are going to live a successful life. So let's talk a little bit about what the American diet really consists of, okay? Like, what does the average American eat and what they think is a natural diet?
Well, I guess when we say fast food nation, I really feel that's what our nation has come down to. I mean, so many of us are just going for fast food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's kind of the norm. And what's hard are that these children, these innocent children, are being subjected to this fast food day in and day out. Half the time, they don't know what natural ingredients are. They don't know that fruits and vegetables actually grow out of the ground. They don't know what simple ingredients like flour are, because we're just filling their bodies with all this artificial stuff that has a ton of preservatives that's mass produced. And really, it's kind of scary how sick our kids are nowadays when it comes to diabetes and obesity. I mean, childhood obesity is at a high, and our autoimmune diseases keep on rising. And it is from all of these bad foods that we're eating day in and day out.
It's terrible.
Yeah, and I have to say that it's also a worldwide problem. I mean, really, when you travel around the
America,
world right now,
yeah.
it's not, I mean, still, United States is still doing pretty bad. Honestly, we're not the number 1 anymore. Right. Mexico is number 1 in obesity.
Oh, wow.
So Mexico now has beat us by about 0.5%, but it's really a problem everywhere. Even in China now, you have problem with diabetes and obesity. You would never thought that. So you're right. When you travel and you see that is the McDonald's and the fast food and the Starbucks or whatever, that you have a long line, no wonder we have this problem of diabetes and the children, who's really the future generation, who's really getting that disease.
That's right. It's crazy because you drive down any city block and you see at least one fast food or you know, I don't even want to say fast food anymore. It's just crappy food. And when you have that readily available and it's cheap and inexpensive, it makes it so much easier for people to just make that decision that they're going to grab their bagel and coffee or their donut and, you know, whatever, mocha latte, double, triple caramel frappuccino, 19,000 calorie drink. Okay. So what then? Okay, so if we have all these fast food restaurants in every corner and stuff, then how can we integrate nutrition and fitness into our busy lives?
Well, first, I think we need to educate, and that's partly why Guy and I are here today, to educate the public on the importance of whole food nutrition and getting your nutrition from whole food. I mean, that's by far the most important thing, is educating ourselves so we can educate our kids. And secondly, fruits and vegetables. I mean, you go to fast food, they don't have any fruits and vegetables at McDonald's. I mean,
you have a yogurt parfait.
Yeah, with a ton of extra sugar added.
Right.
But we're not getting it. And it's so crucial to our health. And I don't know if you want to expand on that, Guy.
Well, yeah, what it said is really that, as a matter of fact, talk about fast food nation, there's a book that everybody should get it. It really show what happened even since the 50s, and really how the fast food get kind of connected with even the car business, and make sure that, you know, all the highways had a fast food at every corner and so forth. And that's why the trail industry, the train industry, really, railroads and all that kind of went down. It was like the big industry back in the beginning of last century. But it went down because it was that union between fast food and the car industry that really got into it. And now you can find that everywhere. And you even have those kids, playground and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, when you're talking about that it's cheap, honestly, might be a little cheap, but it's not that cheap. And what about investing in your health?
Right.
It's not cheap to be sick.
Right. That's exactly right. I mean, I'd say the same thing for insurance policies, right? Because that's what I do every day. But it's like, yeah, you can save $5 a month and have the minimum coverage. But when you have a claim, you're going to spend 5 times as much. In fact, you're going to spend probably 1,000 times more. I just spoke with somebody yesterday that, you know, they got a cheaper policy, and then they're calling me and saying, hey, I might be sued because I don't have enough coverage. What do I do? I'm like, it's too late. You can't. It's cheaper for prevention than it is to fix the actual cause, right? It's cheaper to eat healthy than it is to, go and solve cancer. Mm-hmm. Is that right? So
investing a little at the beginning is so, in the long run, people will save so much, because it's even over-the-counter medication. Think about it. It's not even the cancer, the heart disease or whatever. It's not even you got to see the doctor. But the common cold, the common headache and all that is costing the American industry billions of dollars.
Right. So
just taking care of that could save your job, could save billions in the corporation, because if you don't work, you don't get paid either. Right. So when they say it's cheap for fast food, I like to tell the people, really look into the long term. Look what's going on and invest a little more in good nutrition and exercise and all that. It will come back to you 100-fold. It's really, like you say, it's the true health insurance.
Right, exactly. So what are we supposed to have then? What is the recommended diet?
Well, the recommended is 7 to 12 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. And I actually did a survey with my personal training clients who I've counseled on nutrition and health and, the right way to eat. And even they are getting an average of 3 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. So that is under the minimum amount that we need to protect our bodies.
A quarter of what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. And if we're not fueling our bodies with the right types of food and micronutrition, it's going to backfire on us. And we're seeing that. We are really seeing that. So 7 to 12. And if you exercise, and this was huge eye-opener for me, if you exercise anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes a day on an average weekly basis, you actually need 16 to 18 servings. 16 to 18 servings.
That's why I failed my nutrition class.
Something
That's
I like to
unreal.
add also quickly on that is that it has to be, because sometimes people lie to themselves, it has to be vine-ripe, raw fruits and vegetables. And the variety, because a lot of people say, oh yeah, I eat my fruits and vegetables, but it is cooked. Or steamed. Steam is not that bad, but it is cooked. So they kind of lie to themselves. It's not that lie to us, but it's a lie to ourselves. And also, like I say, it has to be vine-ripe. That didn't get all the nutrients.
So that means basically like having your own personal garden and picking the tomatoes and then cutting it up and putting that on your sandwich. Like vine-ripe, not like it was picked in, Argentina when it was green, and then it came here 6 weeks ago, and then it became ripe in the store. Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Exactly.
It's sickening. Okay. Especially because I'm not getting that either. All right. Well, the problem is with all of this, like, how do you actually integrate that? Because for some of us that don't have a farm on our property or a garden, or that don't live next to the farmers markets and such, like, how are we supposed to integrate 7 to 12 vegetables and fruits in our day? Like, I can't even eat that much food. I mean, and I juice once in a while, and when I do, it's a bag of groceries. It usually costs about $30, and I can juice for like 3 days. Yep. And that's for one meal, and it takes me literally, without exaggeration, about 30 minutes to make a juice, between getting the thing set up and juicing it and then cleaning all of it. That takes so long. So anyway, when we come back here in the second segment, we're going to talk about how we can actually integrate this. For the last minute, guys, can you tell me just a little bit more about yourselves personally, just a minute each, Gina?
Well, I'm a new mommy. I have a 15-month-old, and her name is Kaylee. My husband, she's my little sweetie.
She's adorable.
I love her. And I also love my husband, Ben. He's actually here with us in the studio today. There he is. He's a firefighter for Sac Metro, and I am very proud of him. And a little bit of my background is I'm a personal trainer, and I specialize in group fitness as well as metabolic training. And a lot of people ask me, hey, where does your passion come from? Well, my passion actually stems from my childhood, watching my mom and the way that she would exercise and eat healthy and how happy she was all the time and just fulfilled. And I wanted to be like that. And, I don't think we realize as parents how much we have an impact on our children, but really part of who I am is because of her. And I also was a former competitive gymnast. So a lot of my dedication and hard work and empathy towards my clients and the hard work and dedication they put in is really inspiring to me. And it's just my goal to educate them and to not only help them feel good, but to change them from the inside out.
Right. Okay. And then Guy, just another minute on like who you are and how you got into nutrition after being an Air Force pilot.
Well, as you mentioned, I grew up in Africa first, so I grew up with a lot of raw fruits and vegetables. I mean, vine ripe right there in my garden. Talk about the mangoes and the bananas and the berries. I mean, delicious. I mean, I'm telling you, not what we find in the store right here, because that's the key thing also is the variety. Fast forward, joined the Air Force. I have an engineering degree in aerospace and electrical engineering. Came here as an exchange officer program, became a NATO commander, etc. And long story short, but this is especially for a lot of the people that travel. When you travel, what is the number one health issue? The gamma rays, where people don't know. And gamma rays can end up cause even cancer and so forth. And that's what you see.
Like from the sun through the airplane?
Totally. It goes right through the plane. There's being proof that's been done on both sides of the Atlantic. Most people don't know that. Still some pilots are not even aware. But pilot, business people, people that travel a lot, they have to take care of it. And that's why for me, that was my wake-up call. I lost 2 of my men to brain tumor in the early 30s. And that's why I got back into the nutrition, and especially to all my brothers and sisters in the military who's listening right now, we don't get good food at the base.
Right.
So that's why I decided to really get some better stuff and get into the nutrition as a passion to help my guys and everybody else. And it's rock and roll since.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to unpacking this health and nutrition for your success. Stay with us here on the Seats of Success show, brought to you by Gateway Insurance Group.
This is Sacramento's Money 105.5. Join the journey. This is the Seeds to Success show on Money 105.5.
Welcome back to the Seeds to Success show. I'm your host and Insurance 101 guy, Ben Godinez. If you're watching this on the Ben Godinez YouTube channel, it's probably because you're watching this because of GVTH, Go View This Home Productions. They specialize in real estate marketing, so this market is extremely hot right now. Ride this wave. I encourage you guys, if you want to sell your house, to give them a call, 916-207-2097, because they will help you sell your house faster and get more of what you want, especially if you're in the higher end real estate. If you're in the if you're anywhere above the $250,000 range, you need to give these guys a call. It's very inexpensive and affordable, and people actually feel like they're at home, and that's what they specialize in. So go view this home on social media and give them a call, 916-207-2097. If you guys are listening to this right now on the radio or through the Money 105.5 app or through online streaming, go to Facebook Live on the Seeds to Success page. We are on Facebook Live. Hello, everybody. Jen Kuna, she said something funny on Facebook Live. So go online right now and like the Seeds to Success Sacramento page, and you guys can watch the behind the scenes. All right, we're talking about nutrition and fitness. These guys say, Gina and Guy are joined with us. Gina is a certified personal trainer, and Guy, 22 years in educating about nutrition. They tell me that I need 7 to 12 fruits and veggies a day for the average person, and unfortunately, I am one of those people that work out, at least 30 minutes a day, and then on the weekends and during the week, I play softball and baseball, and I probably, because I'm sweating profusely for about 3 hours in baseball, I probably expel about 2,000 calories just on Sundays. And now I need 17 average fruits and vegetables a day. How am I supposed to integrate that into your daily life? Like, that just seems impossible. So what does it look like for you guys to integrate that many whole food, veggies?
You want to take this one, Guy?
Well, one of the products that I discovered after 2 years of really studying nutrition and look around, and I discovered that, I hate to say that, but multivitamins is enough study they're proving that it does not give what we think it does.
What do you mean, like Vitamin Shop, like all the vitamins they sell there?
I'm sorry, and people don't have to quote me. There's been numerous peer-reviewed independent research that has been done, published. It's been showed even on the New York Times, you name it, that there's only 13 different vitamins. What we need, why we talk about fruit and vegetable, because that gives you thousands and thousands of what we call phytonutrients. And phyto means plant in Greek. And that's what we need. And that's why we need also the variety. Because when people say, yeah, I eat my 5 or 6 or whatever, maybe it's all the tomatoes and bananas.
All right. Which is me. I'm bananas and, maybe an apple. That's
right.
Pretty much my variety.
Bingo. And just like Gina was saying, when she says 16 to 18, especially for you, because you do work out and you're a warrior during the week and all that, well, what you need is 16 to 17 different fruits and vegetables, because the berries or the bananas or the apple, all of that are bringing you different type of phytonutrients. And your body then is like kind of a store and pick the nutrients of everyone, because you may not absorb certain nutrients of a certain fruit or vegetable. So if you give that variety of fruit and vegetable, then your body will get everything that it needs. And that's why you need to do it on a daily basis.
Wow. So, all right, let me just put this in perspective, because I'm trying to fathom like juicing 17 fruits and vegetables a day or blending them into a smoothie or whatever. That's really expensive, man. Like, I'm a value guy, so I'll go to the farmer's market or whatever, and I'll buy a bag of groceries, and maybe it's $20 or $30 for all those fruits and vegetables. But every day, like, if I went to the farmer's market and picked up one of every different type of fruits and vegetables, that's probably about 20 different fruits and vegetables, and I've got to do $20 to $30 a day. I'm thinking in my head, that's pretty expensive, man. Like, so, and then you need variety, and then you need to consistently get those kind of rotating. So why can't I just take individual vitamins and individual phytonutrients, if I got that right? Is that how you say it?
Correct.
So yeah, so why can't you just take like 15 different vitamins that might cost $12 for a bottle, and you get everything you need in there?
Well, the problem with multivitamins is that we don't have any proof that they're bioavailable, that they actually get into the bloodstream and are delivered to the cells. And that's huge, because when we eat whole food, it is delivered to our cells. And there's so much research on the synergy of all the rainbow of colors, what those do for your what that does for your body on a cellular level. It is amazing. And unfortunately, a lot of us aren't getting that. And that's why we're seeing all these diseases, this cancer, these autoimmune, these overuse injuries in athletes. It's because our bodies aren't properly fueled. We're very concerned with our macros, our fats, our proteins.
Gotta get the macros, steak
right?
and taters.
Our carbs, and I do that. I count my macros, but what's as equally as important is our micronutrition, our fruits and our vegetables. Those are really what keeps our engine running. So I like to explain it to my clients in this way. A car can run on gasoline, right? So you put gasoline in your car, it will continue to run. You continue to put gasoline, it'll continue to run. But if you never put oil in your car, if you never have maintenance on your car will eventually break down. And the body is very similar in that way. Our macros keep us going, but our micros, our micronutrition, our fruits and vegetables, that is the oil for our engine.
That makes
That's what
sense.
keeps our engines, our bodies going and from breaking down. And if we don't get that micronutrition, our body ends up with disease. That's the final process.
Okay, got it. Well, so you guys both take a product that you guys, Gina introduced me to recently, that bridges that gap between the 3 to 5 that you might get and what we're supposed to have. And what is this product?
This product is called Juice Plus, and I originally found out about it from one of my clients who has arthritis. And typically with arthritis in the hands, you need, dumbbells to go into a plank position because it's too much pressure. And one day she came to me and she said, Gina, I don't need those dumbbells anymore. What are you talking about? My arthritis is gone. I don't have any more arthritic pain. Now, I don't know if you know anyone that has arthritis, but it typically doesn't get better unless you're masking it with some type of medication. Typically, everything you can do to keep it where it's at, and instead of getting worse, it hardly ever gets better. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. So I thought, well, what are you doing different? And that's when she told me about Juice Plus, and I started doing research. I also went to see many doctors and professionals in the field speak on Juice Plus.
That's right, because you were pregnant at the time, weren't you?
I was pregnant.
Right.
And it was a big eye-opener for me when my doctors told me, hey, we don't want you taking any type of supplementation, no more protein powder. What are you talking about?
I'm sure at the gym that you're at, if you want to talk about them, you can. But they have their own supplements, right? And so you're supposed to either push those products or take those products yourself. So those are the products that you couldn't take?
Yes.
Like the ones that they sell at the gym, they said, don't take these.
My doctor said, we would rather have you supplement with whole food nutrition. We would rather have you get your nutrition from whole food.
Gotcha.
And so that was a huge eye-opener for me because I wanted my baby to be safe. And if something I was taking wasn't safe for my baby, why was I taking it in the first place?
So you're saying that Juice Plus is actually okay for pregnant women to take?
Yes.
And for
actually encouraged.
Wow.
Okay. I honestly wish I would have started taking it when I was pregnant with Kaylee.
Yeah.
We have this famous doctor, Dr. Odom, who works with many pregnant ladies, and he's been having them go on Juice Plus and has seen great results, and he knew there was a link between these healthy pregnancies and healthy babies. So he actually did a study, and you can find that study online. But it's amazing how all of the moms were healthier and all of the babies were born healthier.
That's incredible.
As well.
So can you tell me a little bit about this product? Because you've been representing it now for 22 years, I guess. So you went from just being a veteran to basically doing this almost full time, right? So you must have seen something in the company that represented you well as a veteran. So can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, for me, I discovered the product 22 years ago after 2 years of doing research on nutrition, trying to find what I could get for myself and my guys in the squadron to, bridge that gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating. As Gina mentioned, 17 to 18 raw fruits and vegetables. So when they discovered Juice Plus, it totally makes sense because of my background in the military. Everything is kind of reduced, if I may say. Also, I was going to study to be working with NASA, so everything is also kind of condensated.
Yeah.
So it totally makes sense for me to have, Juice Plus, which is powder. And Juice Plus is simply, I love the product because it's so simple. 30 fruit and vegetable. That's it. So it's nothing add to it or whatever. It's just fruit and vegetable that we should all be eating.
Wow.
In a way, none of us should take Juice Plus because all of us should be eating, but we just
right.
show it. Nobody's doing it. So it's a very easy, convenient way, whatever we are in the military or if you're a pregnant woman or busy business person or whatsoever, travel, very convenient to take that. You take 2 capsules of each, fruit, vegetable, and the vineyard. Vineyard, very important for your cardiovascular. Okay. It's very rich in phytonutrients and so forth. And that's what we take. And then we have also a protein shake and a protein bar. By the way, none of them is has gluten. It's all gluten-free. There's no whey protein. And I know for the guys, that's a little tough.
Right.
There's no whey protein. It's vegetable protein. So very simple. And that's what I've been taking for 22 years.
And you look great.
Thank you.
You're, what are you, 24, 25, something like that?
I'm going to be 99 years old.
All right. Well, so we're going to get more into that. We're going to unpack this a little bit more in the next segment, but you can contact them at juiceplussacramento@gmail.com for more information. juiceplussacramento@gmail.com. Stay with us here on the Seeds to Success show, brought to you in part by Go View This Home. Stay with us. 2-minute quick break.
You're listening to the Seeds to Success show on Money 105.5 and the Money 105.5 mobile app.
Welcome back to the Seeds to Success show. I am your host and Insurance 101 guy, Ben Godinez with Gateway Insurance Group. Why am I so peppy today? That's because Rescate to the rescue. And it's Rescate, Gina. That's how you pronounce it. It's not Risquete.
My apologies.
Rescate. Rescate stands for rescue. Get it? Rescue to the rescue. Anyway, they have a Seeds to Success blend, so you guys need to go buy a bag of it, and it's right there in Elk Grove. It's the best coffee that I found in all of Sacramento, and that's why I had to make my own coffee blend. I do want to give them a quick promo because not only am I a fan, but they have some awesome things going on. So Rescate hosts frequent meetings. So their spot is really nice. It's right off of I-5. They actually host the Running Zone when they train for their events. They host local talent on Saturday nights. So Saturday nights, 6 to 8, nice little live band, and you enjoy some coffee and a latte. And they're looking for more local talent, by the way, so you guys should check them out. It's a great place for business meetings, larger group meetings like Mom and Me groups. The Elk Grove Moms Club meets there, book clubs I've seen meet there. And personally, they're my favorite place for client meetings. Nice and quiet. They have outdoor seating as well. But they have a grand opening July 16th. Signs will be up. There'll be lots of other events coming down the road, but they'll do some coffee tasting, some great coffee. You can visit them at www.rescatecoffee. That's RESCATE coffee.com. And I asked Lad, the owner, this morning, I'm like, please, will you please extend the 20% off for drinks through the holiday weekend? And he said, absolutely. So go to Rescate Coffee, 20% off all your drinks for the 4th of July weekend. Mention Seeds to Success. That is the key. That's your promo code. Mention Seeds to Success. You don't have to buy the Seeds to Success blend, but I would recommend it because it's the best coffee in town. All right. So we're talking about health and nutrition, and I will say that caffeine helps my body work more efficiently, for those of you guys that know me. And we're on Facebook Live too, by the way, so you can get on Facebook on the Seeds to Success page and watch us behind the scenes. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Let's put some prettier faces on Facebook Live here. I'm going to switch the camera. There we go. All right. So we talked about Juice Plus. That's been the thing that bridges the gap between the 3 to 5 that people usually have in fruits and vegetables to actually getting your whole food nutrition to the maximum. So what I'm thinking is, there are literally hundreds, probably thousands of different supplement companies, MLM type of companies that say that they're the solution to, their protein or their vitamins and all that kind of stuff. Like, what separates Juice Plus? I'm sure that's what everybody's asking themselves. Like, this is another, whole food health company. So this is your chance to plead your case.
Well, Juice Plus is the most nationally researched nutritional product on the market today. So it's been researched extensively and published in peer-reviewed journals, gold standard studies.
What does peer-reviewed mean?
Well, it means that Juice Plus gives their product. So the product is actually tested in humans, not in mice. They actually test the product rather than something that's in the product and then putting those claims on their label.
That's important.
So they actually take the Juice Plus, they give it to a third-party organization. They conduct the study, and then it's actually put before a peer-reviewed panel of doctors and professionals in the field before it is submitted to an article like the American Journal of Sports Medicine, for example.
Kind of a big deal.
So when we're looking at the validity of Juice Plus and what it can do for the body, when we say it reduces inflammation in the body, it balances the immune system, it repairs DNA. There's 60% or 66% less DNA damage after taking Juice Plus continuously. Cardiovascular health. when they make these statements, they're supported and backed by science, by sound science.
Not by their own company. That's really the thing that I've noticed.
Exactly.
The biggest thing is that most of these companies will put their claims, but they're reviewed by themselves.
Correct.
So that's completely biased. And I'm not going to test it. I'm not a scientist. I don't have a petri dish to sit here and test the validity of what's actually in it. But so they have peer reviews, third parties, doctors, panels of doctors that really probably want to find what's wrong with this, or what's the catch, and they're not finding anything.
Well, the thing is you can't really say that there's anything bad about fruits and vegetables.
That's just it, yeah.
Fruits and vegetables are healthy for us. We've known this, but now we're having research and science prove it. And prove the powerful effects it has on the body to keep you healthy and to actually heal as well.
Okay.
And those are also world-renowned institutions. I mean, I would love to share that it is like UCLA, MD Anderson, who did a research with ladies with ovarian cancer. I mean, it's not just a common cold, but it's also Wake Forest, University in Berlin. So it's international. We study Japanese study, European study, Canadian studies, Australian studies, and American studies, who's been done on thousands of people now. Just like Gina was saying, it's not on mice or anything, but on people. Every age, younger, older, even younger with obesity and diabetes issue, with athletes, and so forth. And this is why I recommend really Juice Plus, because it is science-based, and thus it's not what Gina and I say, but it is proved by 35 peer-reviewed, independent, published research, which by next year we believe it would be 40.
Wow. See, that's the thing. Like I've taken all these different companies. I've been pitched by every MLM type of company, and there's nothing wrong with them innately at all. But the problem is that you see these companies later down the road, and they get products taken off their shelf because something is not in their product that they, not on their list of things that they say are in it, and it's not there, or things that are cancer causing, or the consistency is not there. So they may put in 100% of your daily value of X, but then when they tested it actually has like 50%.
Well, and that's why the NSF certification that Juice Plus holds is huge. NSF is actually a third-party organization that comes in and physically tests the product. So they go in, they test the product, and what is on the label is actually in the product, and vice versa.
Like 100% of the time.
100% of the time. It's a very rigorous, very prestigious title to hold, and Juice Plus has that. And that's why so many Olympians support Juice Plus and take Juice Plus. Most decorated gymnast Shannon Miller, she takes Juice Plus and she stands by it and all the health benefits it's had for her in her life, and as well as many other Olympians. I think they said, was it the Swiss, Australian, and German Olympic teams?
Yeah, Swiss, Austrian. Yeah, Swiss, Austrian, German team, the French ski team, and many, many professional teams. Pretty much any sports. Like right now, you have the Wimbledon in tennis. There's at least half a dozen of those top women and men who are taking it. In the golf, you name it. Every sport are taking it because, again, it's just food. And that's a quick thing I want to add to compare that you were asking. A label is a food label, not a supplement label, which is 99% of other product that you find there.
I see. All right, let's talk about that. You guys are talking about athletes, and I understand that you guys are approved by like MLB and the NBA and the NFL that allow their athletes to take this product because of the rigorous scrutiny that it goes through in the testing process. But let's talk about oxidative stress. Let's talk about the athletes, the body fit, the CrossFit people, the professional athletes. Then they're tearing down their body every single day. And how does Juice Plus help with that?
So I was able to actually see a wonderful doctor lecture. His name is Dr. David Phillips. And he actually goes around the world lecturing to athletes about oxidative stress in the body. And he became interested in Juice Plus when he saw the studies published in the American Journal of Sports Medicine. And that's what intrigued his interest and his future studying of these publications. And basically what oxidative stress is a great analogy. You take an apple and you cut it in half and you put it on the table for a couple hours. What's going to happen to that apple?
It's going to get brown.
It's going to start getting brown because of the oxidation that's occurring to that apple. So in turn, the same thing is happening to our bodies. We have a certain amount of oxidative stress just from living, just from breathing, just from our normal metabolism. But when we exercise, that oxidation is increased anywhere from 10 to 20%, meaning that we've got more oxidative stress to our body, more damage. And what's happening with this oxidative stress is it's impairing the cells. So it's hurting the cells. And that's where we see these results of the oxidative stress, such as DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, overuse injuries. So when we see the tennis players and the swimmers or any type of
pitchers,
athlete,
baseball players,
pitchers
you
that
know,
have these overuse
arms.
injuries, that is from oxidative stress that they're finding. And the way to combat this oxidative stress in the body, they found, is through the antioxidants, through your phytonutrients, through your fruits and vegetables. That actually acts to neutralize this free radical damage caused by this oxidative stress in the body. And it's wonderful. I mean, we have so many success stories of athletes that have improved performance gains, less injury, all of that. And they would all be mere testimonials if we didn't have the science and the research to back it. And it's just phenomenal.
So you're saying that anti-inflammatories are actually not the prescription that people should be taking for high performance work?
No,
Should
because
be more fruits and vegetables.
if you've got an acute injury, that might be something different. But if you are having some type of anti-inflammatory as a part of your training regimen, you shouldn't, because it's actually been shown to increase oxidative stress in the body, which is in turn doing more damage than good. So the way that you protect your body is you get your antioxidant status up to par, a minimum 16 to 18 fruits and vegetables per day, with Juice Plus you get 30, and you will be able to neutralize that free radical damage. That's how you protect your cells.
That's incredible. That's just flat out incredible. I don't think there's any other product out there that actually offers that, and that's affordable. We're going to talk more about this here in segment 4 on the Seeds of Success show. Stay with us. We'll be back in just 2 minutes. You can contact these guys at juiceplussacramento@gmail.com. Stay with us on the Seeds of Success show.
The Seeds to Success show on Money 105.5, the Money 105.5 mobile app, and online at money1055.biz.
All right, welcome back to the Seeds to Success show. I'm your host and Insurance 101 guy, Ben Godinez with Gateway Insurance Group. Take the if out of life and learn to live. That's what we do. All right, well, hey, we have Jen Barna on the line here, and she's going to give our 2 minutes of wisdom here, Jen's Jewels of Wisdom, as it pertains to living a happy, healthy, and successful life. So, Steve, can we get her on the line? Say hello, Jen.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I am doing great.
So,
and, am I on air?
You are on the air, Jen. So you're actually out in Arizona right now for your son's baseball tournament. Is that right?
I am in Arizona. Thank you, everyone, for having me here. And I've been listening in because I didn't want to miss out on this great conversation.
Absolutely. And I think it definitely pertains to your son and being a pitcher in baseball, talking about oxidative stress and that repeat breakdown of the muscles and all that. So I hope you got something good out of it. But we're going to hear from Jen and give her 2 minutes of wisdom. So, Jen, the floor is yours.
Thank you. And I know we always talk about mind and our mental thoughts and how they reflect and influence our circumstances and our success. Well, today is a great opportunity to do that to the physical. You know, we feed our minds the good stuff going in. Well, we want to feed our bodies as well. And as Dee and Gina have shared with us, good nutrition is a priority to perform at our optimal levels. Good nutrition and exercise. And a lot of the times, busy people, especially entrepreneurs, especially working people, it's hard to find that time. I don't know how many times I've heard people say, I just don't have the time to eat well, or I just don't have the time to exercise. And it is important. It is more important now than ever to make sure that we, as driven and successful people, incorporate that into our daily routines. And if you don't like vegetables, then it sounds like Juice Plus would be a great alternative, a great and affordable alternative with huge benefits to it. Fruits and vegetables help balance the alkaline in your body. And as I understand it, when we eat a lot of processed foods, it actually creates an acidic state in our bodies, which causes the cancer, which causes the flare-ups, the inflammation. And so when we can reduce ourselves back down to that alkaline, a healthy alkaline level, increase the alkaline in our bodies, we perform better, we sleep better, we can exercise with less pain, and we can we can reduce our susceptibility to injury. So please take important information today. I'm here in Arizona, again, just to repeat, we're in 111-degree weather. Yes. I know it's hot. I know it's hot up there in Sacramento as well. I heard it's going to be like 106 today.
Yeah, it's like 109, I think, right now in Sacramento.
Okay.
So you're not in lonely company.
You're right. We're hot. We're humid. Everyone says, oh, it's a dry heat. Well, it was for the first couple days, and now it's back to this humid, high clouds. So we're having the boys drink a lot of water, whether they're inside in the air conditioning or they're outside. It's constant water, fruits and vegetables fruits like watermelon and grapes and things with a high water content, carrots, a little
That's right.
Gatorade and juices like that. So we want to keep them hydrated, not a whole lot of, they're not actually really hungry. So when they are hungry, we're trying to feed them, a little bit more protein-based, not a lot of fat, not a lot of carbs, not a lot of things that they have to process, especially if they're going back out onto the field.
Right.
So it's instilling good nutrition habits, as Gina was saying, at a young age. She learned it from her mom. I'm trying to do that for my children, to show them that, eating healthy is a lifestyle. It is not something that
it's not a diet or a binge, right?
It is not. It absolutely is
right.
not. It is a way of living. And honestly, when you eat better, when you exercise, you sleep better, you perform better, you have focus, you have concentration. There is nothing negative you can associate with eating healthy.
That's right.
Except that people they're not used to it. They like the fatty, they like the sugar because they've been trained that way. And at first, honestly, when you switch over, it is like anything new. It's going to take a little time to get adjusted. But once you start eating healthy and start off little, start off simple, if you're not a person that eats anything, any kind of vegetable or fruit, then you know what? Go ahead and buy a bag of apples and say, I'm going to start with an apple a day. Or I'm going to add a vegetable to my dinner. Or maybe I'm going to add it twice a day, and work yourself up. Start small, especially if you're not incorporating. If you are incorporating, then go for the more healthier alternatives of supplements, like something like Juice Plus. And, that sounds like an amazing way to get everything that you need in one fell swoop, especially busy people who don't have time to wash the vegetables, process the vegetables, and then process them as meaning juice them, and then clean up your mess. I know it takes, like you said, half an hour at least. So when you can just pop one of those pills or put something in your drink and get the same nutrition, oh my gosh,
it makes you so much more efficient, in everything that you do. And that's really the point of the show is health and nutrition is absolutely essential to hitting your goals, not just with fitness, but in life, to live a happy and healthy life. It's better for your family, it's better for your job, and ultimately that's a fulfilling life. If you have cancer, that is not a happy and fulfilling life. I don't care how much money you have or how many things you have. Cancer is the devil, right? And in order to prevent that, you need to fill your body with the good stuff. And so we appreciate your wisdom, Jen. We thanks for tuning in. You're welcome to stay on the line and listen to the rest of the show here with us. But we've got to move on here to the next segment, which is the Insurance 101 Guys segment, the segment you've all been waiting for. All I'm going to talk about today is, as it relates to eating right and how it pays to eat correctly, is qualifying for life insurance. I can't tell you how many people have been over the threshold for weight and has cost them thousands and thousands of dollars more in their premiums because they were 20 pounds or 30 pounds or more overweight. And sometimes you can't even qualify. And so I want to encourage all of you guys that, Gina, you're young, get life insurance while you're young because you can't guarantee your health tomorrow. Because once you have a condition, an onset of, say, cancer or a disablement, you can no longer qualify for life insurance. So get it while you're young. But even when you're in your 40s and 50s, you can still qualify for life insurance. But most people take high blood pressure medications and high cholesterol medications, and everybody's on like, oh yeah, I have perfect health. I just take my, the normal, usual high blood pressure medications and high cholesterol stuff. And that's not the answer. The answer is eating right. And I want to encourage everybody to just go on a week-long vegetable-only diet. And Juice Plus is a way to accomplish that. But I've seen people shed 15, 20 pounds in the course of a month, and they qualify for the better rate for life insurance, and it saves them hundreds of dollars a month. So go to my website, bengodinas.com, and click on the Let's Talk tab, and you can contact me for more information. All right, a couple of quick testimonials with Juice Plus before we wrap up. We've got a couple of minutes left. The first and foremost, I want to share with all of our listeners here on Facebook Live and that are listening on the radio and YouTube that I've been taking Juice Plus now for about 4 months, and I pulled my meniscus playing baseball, or tore it, I guess. And my chiropractor said, you're probably gonna have to have surgery. It's a long and rigorous, process, and you're gonna have pain the rest of your life. Not knowing anything about how to fix that, I started taking Juice Plus in February. The pain went away in about a month. I could run, I could steal bases. It was awesome. And then I skipped a month. I forgot to put in my order, and the pain came back. And then I went back on Juice Plus, and guess what? The pain went away again. Something that was uncurable it completely went away. And that's incredible. So follow Gina. Gina, how do they contact you?
Gina Cargile, CPT on Facebook. You can find me. You can also contact me through www.ginacargile.juiceplus.com, as well as juiceplussacramento@gmail.com.
Perfect. All of these links will be in the Facebook and the YouTube video, so make sure you go online and find us. All right? Ben Godinas at ben.godinas on Instagram. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Seeds to Success show, and we'll see you guys next time